That's right. We got Boston here on the radio, man. Michigan just beat USC on the West Coast. Way out there at their place in. And next up, we have a game versus UCLA at Pauley Pavilion. What an epic game. That'll be probably the first time Michigan has ever played there. These are epic games in Michigan basketball history. And Michigan went on a 10-0 run in the end of that game, ending with Burnett's and one, and he made the free throw. Agabo hit a three for USC, and it was 73-70 Michigan at the under 4 TV timeout. So it was a close game. But Danny Wolf and Golden had 4 fouls with 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in this game. I knew Michigan was going to win, though, and seconds later, Desmond Claude for USC was fouled out because of Golden, and Golden made his free throws. That was a huge sequence in this game. Donaldson's lay-in, actually a floater hook that went in, was tremendous for Michigan. And then Wolf got his 6th block of this game. He was unbelievable. I'll talk about him. But then a great take to the basket by him, and Michigan won on the West Coast versus 9-4 USC. 85-74 in this game. What an epic game, back and forth. But Michigan really, it seemed like they controlled this game the whole time. My dad was out here watching, and he was bitching about officials, like he always does. He's old school, but I had to remind him Michigan has to be better than the officials, and they were. And not that the officials were bad. I don't agree with him on that, but Danny Wolf was very sneakily good, great in this game. My God. How can you be sneaky with 21 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and Michigan shot 53% from the field, 42% from 3. But as far as Danny Wolf is concerned, man, with the 6th block, this guy, you didn't even know he was playing the whole game because everyone else was stepping up for Michigan. Yes, they had 14 turnovers. They averaged 15, so they beat that by 1 in this game. But Michigan was definitely up for the challenge here at USC, and the most crucial stat of this game is that Michigan made 17 of 21 free throws in this game compared to USC's 14 of 22 made free throws. In an 11-point game, that might be a crucial thing, but man, Michigan went to the West Coast and tore it up. It was raining threes early in this game from Michigan to start it. 5 of 5 from deep. Donaldson had 2, Barnett had 2, and Danny Wolf had the 5th. But Michigan was a bit sloppy otherwise to open this game. Really, they were. It was a 17-14 game at the under 8 TV timeout. So, in 12 minutes, Michigan only scored 17 points, and that is very unlike them. They missed some. They had 4 turnovers already compared to USC's 1. It shouldn't have been this close at the under 8 TV timeout, really. Michigan should have been up way more than they already were. There were swings that hurt Michigan after that TV timeout, like Golden's bunny He missed a point-blank layup that led to, and also that was off Wolf's amazing pass. Do you remember that in the first half where Wolf had an amazing pass looked like it was over the shoulder to Wolf or Golden, and he couldn't lay it in. So those kind of things happened in this game, and Michigan still won by 11 points. That was an opportunity for USC. After Yale's layup for USC that led to a 20-19 score for them, seconds later, Wolf hit another three for Michigan. This is a game at the under 8 TV timeout. It was 25-24 Michigan. Pippen's dad was in the crowd here early in this game, and Justin Pippen wanted to impress his dad, and he took 2 contested shots, and they were both missed. I applaud you for trying, but they missed, and we could have had better offense in those couple situations. And that's what I hope Dusty May is looking at, is every situation and how each player treats every situation, because you can't have wasted possessions going forward if you're going to be the number 1 team and cut down the nets for it all. And that's what I think this Michigan team can do this season. I know they're new, I know they're raw, but we have a lot of upperclassmen on this team who are very versatile. We have height. We have it all. As long as we don't turn it over and we start to learn how to play better defense. That is the key. But then Reuben Jones broke a 25-25 tie in this game with a jam from nowhere off a missed bucket on a rebound. He came in flying in, one-hand jam. That was awesome to see. Burnett hit a 3 to tie it again at the under 4 TV timeout. So back and forth. Michigan wasn't cutting, and the Beast was not fed. And the Beast, Al Golden, he has to be fed. That needs to happen to open up the natural threes that Michigan needs, and they're so good at. They started to try to manufacture threes in a unnatural way late in the game, and they went 0-8. That's not what we need in this offense. So, with a minute left in the first half, there was a frantic situation leading to a Cheddar 3. The first of his 3 attempts went in to take the lead for Michigan. And then Donaldson got a 3 off another defensive stop for Michigan to make it 42-38 at halftime. And Donaldson shooting and Donaldson driving. Which one do you like better? I like Donaldson shooting much better. When he drives, he gets impatient and he turns the ball over. He is a much better shooter. Golden was off in the first half. It looked like USC's defense got to Vlad Golden, the center. That can shoot threes as well if he's wide open. That's why I love him as well. But man, the 7-footer in there, he looked a bit clumsy in this game. And I credit USC for doing that. And Michigan didn't really emphasize that we needed him, but we really did this whole game. Because he came out of that half on fire. In the second half, Golden came out with a block and then a 3-point play right off the gate. and Michigan led 47-40. Then Danny Wolf put one home for three, and USC called a timeout with 17:36 left. It was apparent that Michigan was going to win this game, but USC fought to the end. That's what teams are going to do. Good teams are going to do that. So, after the timeout, Michigan went on a 13-0 run, ending with a golden jam. USC called another timeout with 16 minutes and 2 seconds left. It was 55-40. So their first timeout didn't work. Well, their second timeout, it worked kind of. USC on a free play had a and one on the other end, and it was 55-46 after a few minutes. But then Amari Burnett gave up a three and took it to the house. He was wide open, and Amari Burnett jump faked and drove and laid it in. And that's what we need. We need cutters. We need people that can do that. You know, the threes that open up a 9-point lead early for Michigan they're not always going to fall. We have to be able to get points when we need them. And man, the versatility of this team, we can get them in all different ways. We just have to assert ourselves and know that that's what we want to do. But man, Michigan can play frantic and free too and score all these points. So I understand Dusty May's hesitance on reining in this very talented team, and they better win this year. It's a one-off. I know they're just getting familiar with each other, but a lot of these players are going to be moving on next season. It's a limited window, but, you know, not with Dusty May, but for this team that we have right now, and it's awesome. Danny Wolf, wow, he's amazing. So at 14:25 left, Michigan failed to get an easy bucket, golden again. It led to a USC free play and one on the other end. Michigan was playing good defense, but USC was getting players from hell. USC banked in how many shots in this game? Here with under 14 minutes left, USC banked in a shot. And all of a sudden, like it was a Hail Mary at the end of the shot clock, and they made it. And all of a sudden, with another mistake offensively on Michigan, and then they allowed an and one on USC yet again, it was tied. It was tied 63-63 left with 9:21 left in this game. Excuse me. My dad and I were playing cribbage, and he stayed out here and got me drunk. So blame him on the quality of this video. Michigan was 0 of 8 from 3 in the second half, and it was showing at this point. But at the under 8 TV timeout, it was still 65-65 after Roddy Gale made a layup to keep it close. And then that's when Michigan went on a 10-0 run, ending with Burnett's and one. And we started the video with this. Danny Wolf and Golden had 4 fouls with 3:30 left. But I knew Michigan was going to win this game. Didn't you? Didn't everybody? They're just too versatile, too deep. They are too deep for anyone to really destroy them, I would say. Michigan has 3 losses by 5 points total. Wake Forest, Arkansas, Oklahoma. All pretty damn good teams. And I'm so excited for this Michigan basketball team. 14 turnovers. That needs to be lowered. We play UCLA next on the West Coast yet again. Hopefully the team just stayed out there so they didn't have the jet lag and all that. UCLA just beat Gonzaga, so they're not any slouch. But then they just lost to Nebraska tonight. And Nebraska is a new sneaky Big Ten team. Ever since they joined the Big Ten, they have been doing pretty good in college basketball. So this is going to be a fun new league. I can't wait to see how the Big Ten shakes out. But like I said in the preseason, I think Michigan is the best team going forward. Dusty May put the best team together this season, and we'll see if they can get even better and gel together even better going forward. Know what they are going to do. Are you going to cut? Are you going to go outside? What's the play that we should call in this certain instance versus the opponents that we have? And it depends on their size on the other side and everything, because Michigan dominates in size. They dominate in points per game. You got to slow us down. It's going to be difficult. So, man, what a victory on the West Coast for the Michigan Wolverine basketball program. If you like all that, like the video that you just watched for 17 minutes, subscribe and go blue. Have a great day out there, everybody. Tomorrow night is an epic game in Detroit Lions history. In their lore, they got to beat 14-3 Minnesota to have a number 1 seed and the home field advantage to the Super Bowl and a bye in the first round. Detroit Lions have to beat Minnesota tomorrow night. Are you with me? Like, share, let's go.